Hi, I'm David Moore, Chairman of the Bridgewater Hometown Heroes Program. I've got a great bunch of people working with me on a committee that we've gotten this far. We've got 122 of these banners to put up for Memorial Day, and they'll be up Memorial Day through the summer, right up until Veterans Day. I thank you for showing your interest in helping us with this program and putting these banners up. I hope to be able to put together packages of maybe 10 banners for your group to carry out 2 locations in Bridgewater to put up. We'll tell you where to put them. And right now I'm just going to show you the banner and the equipment that we put on the pole. And in a minute I'm going to show you how to attach it to the pole. Pretty simple procedure, but there are a few things that you have to do right. Otherwise, I'm going to be called out in about 3 weeks to pick the banner up off the street because it's fallen down or it's gotten destroyed in some way. So there's a few little tricks to it. Obviously, we have about 120 of these banners to go up. They're held on the pole with an aluminum bracket with 4 stainless steel straps. I've got these attached to some of the brackets to make it a lot easier. I'll show you when we go out to put them on the pole. Many of the brackets are already on the poles. 2 years ago, when we first started putting them up, we had them up too high. We tried to keep the bottom of the banner at 14 feet so that the trash trucks and so forth going down the street didn't hit them. We've since lowered the bottom of the banner to 9 feet off the roadway, but we've turned the banners so that they're over the sidewalk, so we don't have to worry about trucks interfering with them. And we haven't had any problems with them being hit by trucks at all. That's made it a lot easier. Now we don't need a bucket truck because the top pole is now 13 feet or less from the street or from the sidewalk. So it can be done with a 10-foot step ladder or a short extension ladder, so it works out pretty well. How do you know when you're at the right height? How do you know when you're at the right height? Every package will have a piece of twine with a weight sinker on the end of it, 13 feet. So you wrap it around your finger, climb up the ladder, kind of eyeball where it's going to go, drop the string down, take the bracket, wrap it around the pole. You can use a wrench or a nut driver, 5/16 nut driver, but it's a lot easier if you have a screw gun of some kind. And it's a lot easier if you have a little holster for it, so you can use 2 hands to keep your hands on the ladder or hanging onto the banner. A team works real good if they have 3 people. 1 person to go up the ladder, 1 person to steady the ladder, and 1 person to hand parts up to you and keep an eye on people walking by and so forth so that you don't end up dropping something on somebody. Keep everybody safe. I think we can go now out to the pole and give this a try. All right, your bracket and your drop line. Screw gun, ready to go. Okay, you go up the ladder carefully, get your approximate height of where it's going to go. Let go of the drop line. Feed the bracket under the wire or under any fixtures on the pole. You want the bracket on the sidewalk side of the pole so the trucks don't hit it. And that's it. It's there. Your other strap, but we're going to show you that down below. Okay, once you get your second band on, okay, your bracket with 2 bands on it. To get the height for the lower one, have your assistant feed the fiberglass rod through the top of the banner, being careful to make sure that the one end of the fiberglass rod has a hole in it. That hole will go into the bracket, and then there's a little cable tie goes through the bracket, through the banner, and then up to the tie. Now it's critical that you don't pull it too tight. If you pull it too tight and scrunch everything up like that, it's going to break. Later on, after you put it up, good windstorm, it'll break. You want a little bit of play in it. Now this will give you the height for the lower bracket. Sometimes it works out really well if your assistant puts both fiberglass rods in and hands it up to you so that the rod is in. It makes it a lot easier. You take your lower bracket, you can even put it on the rod for you when he hands it up to you. And if he was even more on the ball, you could pre-attach before you even get started. You could pre-attach the rods to the brackets and the banners. This can be done on the ground. And like I said, not real tight, a little bit of play. So that's all set. Now that'll give you the right height. Now all you're going to need is to feed your strap and that's it. All done. Zip tie at the bottom, zip tie at the top, not too tight. There should be one of these rubber caps on each end of the fiberglass rod. It actually helps hold them on. Okay, in the fall when we go to take them down, pair of diagonal pliers, you cut the zip tie, pull the rod out, cut the zip tie, pull the rod out, and the brackets stay on the poles. Like as I said before, in some cases the brackets are already going to be on the pole when you go out there, or at least the top bracket will be there and all you have to do is hang the bottom bracket and the banner. If you have any questions when you're putting these up, on the day or before when you're planning it, give me a call. I'll supply you with my phone number with the material that you take, and I'll be around to help out. Thank you for your help.